Most of us have reached the point where we understand that our decisions have consequences. It's basically common sense at this point. But I think we often pick and choose which of our decisions have consequences. It's the which college will I go to decisions. It's the study or sleep decisions. And it's the should I apologize or not decisions. But we don't just make 7 decisions a month. We are constantly deciding. Should I put mild or hot sauce on my burrito? Should I press the snooze button one more time? Should I watch another episode? It's the little decisions that make up a day. The I think I'll wear yellow socks today turns into a conversation with someone in your calculus class who points out that yellow is their favorite color. That wouldn't have happened if you had put on red socks this morning. But we don't usually think about these decisions, or at least not the consequences of them, for too long. Trying to micromanage our day by anticipating the consequences of our little decisions would be overwhelming and unrealistic. The hypothesized shape of the time-space continuum is flat and likely extends infinitely in either direction, stretching beyond an inconceivable amount of space. The real kicker here is if time-space stretches infinitely, it must repeat at some point. There's only a finite number of ways particles can be arranged in space and time. If you looked far enough, you would find infinite versions of everything and everyone who exists in your world, including yourself. So maybe 2,000 light years to the left, there's another you, who ate a different brand of cereal this morning, or is out there winning the World Polo Championship, a version of you who wore Red Sox this morning. The theory of the multiverse has been around since American physicist Hugh Everett's mind-boggling thesis in 1954, or more recently, season 2 of CW's The Flash. However, Everett's breakup with physics was fueled by his ideology that every decision we make blossoms new universes, one for every possible outcome. Following his theory, there's an infinite supply of doppelgangers to live in the universes where you read Hardy Boys over Nancy Drew or never saw a Colton season of The Bachelor. There are infinite versions of you, or rather who you would have been if you had watched Drake and Josh over Hannah Montana or drank more milk as a kid. But what constitutes as important enough of a decision to spark an entire parallel universe? Did me sitting crisscross applesauce rather than laying down at the reading circle in kindergarten create an entire parallel universe? I guess it comes down to it that these decisions have to encourage different consequences. Now, there's 2 ways we can think about this. Let's say after debating with yourself for weeks, you decide not to go bungee jumping to celebrate your 18th birthday. You can take comfort in the fact that somewhere in the universe there is a you who did go bungee jumping. But who cares what you number 43,672 did? In reality, we only get this one version of ourselves in our lives. I don't know about you, but I don't really want to count on these versions of myself to live a life I wish I would have lived. So maybe 372 light years to the right, there is a you who knows how to knit. Maybe there's a you who has never eaten at White Castle or isn't lactose intolerant. A you who isn't terrified to go on this Superman roller coaster at Six Flags. But maybe that you never heard the song that's been stuck in your head for the past 3 hours. Maybe that you never met the person that's sitting next to you right now. Maybe that you wore red socks this morning.